Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Can't believe in my last video I said to you guys I'm going to start uploading frequently, and this is the first time I've uploaded not weekly. But I've honestly been so busy. I just came back from a trip to New York, which was absolutely insane. I have filmed a vlog, so that is going to be up very soon. It would be my first ever travel vlog. I also had my land law exams at the time, so I was prioritizing trying to revise for them. And then of course I've just been busy in general, so I had no time to record, but now I'm prioritizing it and you guys will get this video very soon. So today I thought I would do more of like an advisory video for those that are in year 11 or year 12 or potentially on their gap year. To be fair, you can be in year 13 now, but as of the time that I'm recording this, year 13s would have submitted their university and degree apprenticeship applications. Honestly, it can be fit for anyone. But I thought I would do a video breaking down the differences between going to university and doing a degree apprenticeship. Now, of course, I didn't go to university. You guys know that I went straight into my degree apprenticeship as soon as I finished sixth form. However, I did have my heart set on doing university at first. I went to university open days. I spoke to people that went to my dream university, my Russell Group university that I got into, and everyone that I knew at the time went to university, so of course like through that you would hear experiences anyway. And knowing that it's the main route that so many people take to go into their careers, of course everyone is going to have a general sense of what university is like, especially more of like the practical side of it. So here are the differences, and I hope that this video helps you if you are struggling to make a choice between whether you want to do a degree apprenticeship or university, because I can say that there are so many differences and the practicality of both the routes might differ so much that you'll realise that one's not for you but the other one is, so make sure you definitely take notes. Let's talk about the most obvious thing first, money. Now if you're going to go to university, typically you'll either take out a loan which pays for your university fees each year, or you would decide to pay for your university fees on your own, and these can be up to £9,790 per year, and those are your tuition fees, so that covers things like your lectures and all of your seminars. And usually students would do this by taking out student finance, which covers your tuition fees and sometimes your maintenance fees, I believe. And then once you leave university and you get into a corporate role or you just get into a job, you then slowly start to pay off your student loans through the years. I believe it's only a small amount which is taken out each month anyway, but it automatically gets taken out of your wage. Now with a degree apprenticeship, it's mostly attractive for this point specifically, but you basically have no student fees and all of your student fees are paid for. Usually the company and the government will contribute to your student fees, meaning you do not have to take any loans or you do not have to take any money out of your own pocket to pay for your fees. For example, I'm currently doing my degree apprenticeship and I'm doing a law undergraduate degree. It's the same undergraduate degree that I would typically do if I went to university, and I don't have to pay any of my fees. On top of that, you're also paid to work within a degree apprenticeship. Depending on whatever industry you're in, your salary could start from about £20,000 to £25,000, and you can gradually increase and get bonuses, etc. through the years. Like I said, it's a very attractive part of the degree apprenticeship route over the university route. It's a main reason why loads of people like to do a degree apprenticeship. Another difference is actually the learning style. Now university is of course more of a theoretical learning style. You have lectures, you have seminars, you work in groups. However, with a degree apprenticeship, it's more of a mix, with 80% of it being practical. Because you're going to be in the office around 4 days a week with one study day, you're mostly going to do practical work, and then theoretical work will be your undergraduate law degree, or of course whatever course or degree you're doing at the time. So if you are more of a theoretical learner and you like to learn from presentations and things like that, then maybe university is actually better for you. If you're more of a practical learner like myself, who likes to actually do things and pick them up in that way, then of course a degree apprenticeship will be fitted for you. I briefly just mentioned the course structure of what a degree apprenticeship is like, but let's compare it with university. There are a lot of differences between your actual course and the duration of your courses from degree apprenticeships and university. Now usually with university you have about 2 to 4 lectures per week. You also get the chance to have long holidays such as your summers off, and you can have a flexible structure. However, with a degree apprenticeship there's less flexibility. You're working your 9 to 5 job 4 days a week with 1 day to study, and you'll have fewer holidays, as of course with a corporate job you usually have annual leave that you're going to take, which is issued from the company. typically this is about 25 days of annual leave. So if you are someone who is looking for more of a flexible structure, then of course university is going to be the route for you. But if you are on the opposite end and you like a strict structure, you're 9 to 5 and you come home, then of course a degree apprenticeship is going to be fit for you. Let's now go on to social life. Now, like I said, if you go to university, you're more likely to have a flexible structure and you have longer holidays, meaning of course you're going to have more time to have a better and fulfilled social life. You're going to have the time to go out with your friends, you can join societies in university. Now, with a degree apprenticeship, one myth that I can say is loads of people do say that you don't have a social life at all. I can definitely say you do have a social life, but it can be hindered. Of course, you're working your 9 to 5, you're going to have exams with university, you're not going to have as much time to have a fulfilled social life. So you're more likely going to use up your weekends and of course try and work around your annual leave, which of course to some people the balance might be hard and a degree apprenticeship might not be for them. They might rather want the university route because of course you can have that social life. Finally, let's talk about work experience. Now, of course, whilst you're in university, majority of the time you're theoretically learning at your university. You're not really going out to a company and gaining work experience. For experience, people would usually get internships and vacation schemes and placements. Some courses also offer a year out for placements as well, which will allow you to get your work experience in. However, with a degree apprenticeship, as soon as you go into your apprenticeship, of course you're going to be working in a corporate environment from day one. And many degree apprenticeships usually range in how long they are. A placement year in university is of course typically a year out where you're able to get your work experience. Yet with a degree apprenticeship, they're usually about 2 years minimum. So of course you'll have 2 years of work experience under your belt. I'm currently doing a solicitor degree apprenticeship which is 6 years long. So by the time I finish, I'll have 6 years worth of work experience. Which of course, trying not to be biased, I do think it's a really big positive. I know I said that that was going to be my final point, but I did want to say something about university and degree apprenticeships actually. If you are someone who doesn't actually know what career they want to go into, then university is probably going to be better for you. I definitely knew that I wanted to be a solicitor, so I knew that the solicitor degree apprenticeship route was going to be fit for me. But say like I didn't know whether I wanted to be a solicitor or I wanted to be a paralegal or a barrister, then I would have decided to go into university because then at least I was going to be able to feel what law is going to be like. I would have more time to actually get work experience in different fields of law, so I was able to make that decision. So of course that is a good thing to take into consideration when you're actually thinking about whether or not you want to go into university or a degree apprenticeship. But yeah, those are just a few of the differences between university and a degree apprenticeship. I think I've named most of the main ones. Like I said, I'm hoping to put my New York vlog out very soon, so make sure you keep an eye out on that, and I promise I will be back to actually posting regularly. So I hope this video helps and make sure you subscribe for more.